Please feel free to stretch out your legs if too squeezing or uncomfortable.
Jadi silakan ya membuat relaksasi ya, kakinya dijulurkan atau gimana, bukan menjulurkan ke depan juga ya, ke samping maksud saya ya. Kemana tahu kalau duduknya kurang nyaman, pegal dan segala macam.
I said something like that because while I'm looking pages where we left. I'm lost. Where we are? What page now?
Rinpoche mengatakan seperti itu karena beliau tidak sedang cari-cari terakhir halaman berapa. Jadi sambil nunggu cari, kita renggangan dulu ya. Jadi Rinpoche tanya terakhir kita halaman berapa?
Long time. I used to have a classmate that sleep in class, and when you wake up, right? But then there's a classmate always ask me, when the class starting class, then he has to ask page number. I have to tell him always page number, because teacher sometimes ask him only special question for him, which page we are. So he has to know the page number. No. Oh, which page number again? 120. 125. 23.
Oh, no. 124. Last, no, 125. Now 125. Last time 124.
Oh, okay. We go to existence and nirvana, the respective fault, quality, sin. No.
Why so? Itu kan beda. Mungkin ini kan. Oh ya udah tengok 125 lah, kita pakai 124 lah ya udah. 125.
Oh, okay. So we are this studies of Uttaratantra is, of course, it's a very deep, profound Dharma studies that usually even in the monasteries taught only the people who studied a lot before. Yeah, but then here the reason I'm saying that is I'm not saying that I myself is kind of capable to teach a higher, very deep kind of teaching. Also, I'm not saying that you are capable of studying so higher level kind of studies. Then why we are doing this? And I think it's now depending on the conditions of current kind of a lifestyle and society. So the people, I think, need to learn Dharma. Yeah, well, that's very important. And learn Dharma and learn and practice Dharma. Yeah. And in order to learn and practice Dharma, you have to have a motivation, right? Intention. And in order to have intention and interest, interest to learn and practice Dharma, then you have to have a right kind of intention, motivation here. So if you don't get that motivation, why would you learn? Even your parents or schools or vihara from teachers from monastery, spiritual teacher, and everybody insists you to learn and practice. Then you still don't want to learn and practice it. So we feel so difficult. And also we feel most of the time not time. Not time means we feel not important. Yeah. We have a time 24 hours, of course. These 24 hours we divide into what is more important for us, what we want to do, right? Then less important one we say no time. More important one we have time, right? But either way, of course, since we are living, we have 24 hours. But if Dharma, we don't have time, means because it's not important to me. I don't have time for Dharma, right? It's not important to me because I don't really see a point. Something I don't enjoy it. I don't see there's much point. Even my parents, seniors or spiritual advisors advise me to learn and practice, but it's not really sincere kind of meaningful or a seeing point or meaningful and interest. We don't have that interest. Then we don't see. Yeah, it's difficult to practice and learn, and then then it's difficult. So for that reason, I think even this is a very profound, high level kind of a study. Dharma studies. I don't expect I myself cannot teach completely. How to say? Clear and all that, But I don't expect also people to understand whole thing is clear and very clear everything. But we learn and study from here. We will understand some of very important points. What is first of all, what is myself? In the ultimate aspect of myself, and the relative aspect of myself, and what is samsara, what is nirvana, and what is Buddhahood, enlightenment, and what is path to enlightenment, what is Buddha, what is Dharma, what is Sangha, and why I practice, and most importantly, what is a Buddha? Why I have to achieve that Buddha enlightenment? If I achieve Buddhahood, then what happens? What does it look like? So we can understand quite a few of those, roughly these points, right? And we understand that, then we get interested, inspired, and then totally makes this thing totally makes sense, and then we understand the deeper kind of sense of self, oneself, the nature of oneself, and whole the samsara and nirvana and everything. Then we want to, in that way, I think we get kind of deeper, very inspiration to practice Dhamma. So it's going to be, I think, very beneficial and helpful. That's the reason I try to study with you for this time about 12 sessions on this Uttaratantra. And also we from benefits from studying Uttaratantra a little bit is also good for very helpful for our meditation. When we meditate, with meditation practice, we can we can meditate in a more deeper way and more authentic and more deeper way. Meditation is about understanding our clear light mind, right? And then studying of Uttaratantra, we understand. So we will learn. We understand more about our clear light nature of mind, and also from Uttaratantra learning. If later you practice Tantra practices, then will be easier to understand the Tantra practices. because of understanding of this clear light nature of mind, Buddha nature, then that's related with Tantra practices. Even if we don't understand anything, I think still it's wonderful to learn. Wonderful to be in a class. There's a story like when Nagarjuna there was a pigeon, right? Pigeon, the bird. It's called pigeon, right? Pigeon. Pigeon that made a nest on the cave where Nagarjuna was residing. So Nagarjuna every day, he's reciting the Prajnaparamita Sutra. So pigeon heard that Nagarjuna reciting Prajnaparamita, and of course pigeon did not understood anything. But after pigeon died and then reborn as a person, human. So later generations after Nagarjuna, that person became one of the best commentators on Prajnaparamita teachings. In Tibetan we call Namdrode. So if we study about Prajnaparamita, then we have to go through, to rely on his commentary, Namdrode. So we here Uttaratantra right now not understand anything. Maybe next lifetime become one of the best commentators on Uttaratantra. Okay, so Buddha taught teachings sometime in Four Noble Truths, right? Four truths of noble being, I think something like that. Four Noble Truths, yeah. And sometime taught in within two truths. Four truths, two truths, yeah. Four truths is for what to abandon and what to adapt. So two truths, suffering and causes of suffering is to abandon. The path and the cessation is to adapt or to attain, right? So that's why in the four truths. But in these four truths, everything subject is included. Then it's no, not included everything in that four truths. There's subjects. What is it? Topic or subject matter, yeah. And then topic or subject investigation of what is the reality, yeah. Investigation of what is reality in Buddha taught in through the two truths, ultimate truth and relative truth. We in Buddhist philosophy always investigation of investigation, logical investigation of finding the reality, right? To understand the reality is then analyzed through two truths, relative truth and ultimate truth. Relative truth is what we perceive, what we experience, or what we perceive. Yeah, not necessarily it's reality. Not necessarily it is true reality, but it is something that we experience, we perceive. For example, everything that in our everyday life, those are the not ultimate reality, but because of causes and conditions, make us experience like this. Those are the whole thing. This rough experience of samsara experience, the relative truth. Relative. It's relative because it's not truly the way it is. Not truly existed that way, but we still experience like that way. So that is relative. That that interdependent on a cause and the condition, and then so we experience like that way. It's called truth because we truly experience, right? Truly experience, that doesn't mean itself is a reality, is truly existed that way. So it's a relative truth, I think, my understanding here. Then ultimate truth is whether we can experience or not, cannot experience. Ultimate reality, true reality is the way the reality existed is that way, that is the ultimate truth. Then of course right now we as a samsaric being, we cannot experience the ultimate reality, but everything that we are experiencing is a relative reality. Relative reality, relative truth. Buddha explained many different sutras. Those the most is a later the commentators put in Abhidhamma category, right? Buddha, I don't think Buddha himself put like this is Abhidhamma category, this is Sutra category, but that the later followers put in 3 categories, right? But Buddha taught in many different sutras about relative truth, which are including karma, about world, how the world existed, right? And about the interdependent origination, how world is being existed, how yourself is being existed, human, and the human body, 5 aggregates, and the 5 senses, and the 8 different consciousness, and then 5 object, right? And then 5 different sensory organs. Actually 6. Yeah, there's 6 senses. One is the 5 eye, ear, nose, ear, right? Tongue, yeah. And then body feeling, right? Then after that, there's 6th one is awareness. When eye sees the form, right? Eye sees form. I don't think it's white. This is black or white or yellow, right? After immediately I see the wall is a white color, so thinking that is another sense. 6th sense, yeah, 6th consciousness, and then so 6 multiple 6 2 times or 6. The 6th sense has 6 object. If nobody has an eye, nobody has an eye. Form is never existed. Yeah. No, if nobody has an ear, form is never. But if some of people has 7 senses, so there will be more object. More things are existing. But so far we don't have 7. We have and so on. So anyway, I'm not talking here. My job is not to explain all that. There's endless explanation. Yeah, I'm only saying that in Abhidhamma, so Buddha explained the detail about even how the world being existed and how it's going to be destroyed, how it's going to be existed again, how is the world is endless, space is endless. We cannot imagine how can be there is an end of space. Until the space is reached, then there are things like particles are reached. Until the particles are reached, then sentient beings are reached. And so there means like a world. When Buddhist philosophy, when we say samsara, we don't think only this planet Earth. It's endless. Samsara, endless means not only planet Earth. There's endless in the space. There's so many samsara. There's different realms, impure realms. Impure means sentient beings. They are deluded and they experience suffering because their Buddha nature is covered with lots of thick obscuration. Yeah. Then some of sentient beings, some of the beings, their Buddha nature is a little bit more purified. Then they experience pure light. So there are many pure land as well, pure land, and the Buddha's field, right? So and all that is including Buddha realm, and all that is a relative explains the pure realm, and it's so much like a vast, profound, deep and vast explanations, extensive explanations about the whole phenomena, about the oneself, about the geology, about the water physiology, about the everything, yeah, about the astrology, about this. I think all that is relative truth that in Buddha, sutras in Buddha explained. Relative truth, yeah, relative truth. Okay, then Buddha taught ultimate reality or ultimate truth, yeah. Absolute truth or ultimate truth. We translate sometimes absolute truth, sometimes they translate it ultimate truth, yeah, same thing. So ultimate truth, Buddha taught, I think, little by little, you know, just because people cannot understand this little by little. So first, ultimate truth, first a little bit taught. There's no self like that. There's no self. Means all that we talked about the 6 kind of senses and 6 kind of consciousness object, and then anyway 5 aggregates, all that. Then we term like a past, present together, a future, and kind of together we grasp, make it self, me, like that, right? So Buddha said this kind of stuff is not really exist the way you think, you know. And so short, then in a short is no self explained, right? So explained a little bit, and later then Buddha explained more a little bit. Emptiness means all that, including whatever we experience, we think they are truly interdependently, and the real existed. We think, we grasp, cling on like that, but it's not really truly existed that way. That's why we are suffering and we're stuck in samsara. That is causing a problem. So Buddha taught a little bit about the and then the more go deeper a little bit, the emptiness, right? And then finally Buddha talks about the ultimate reality is ultimate nature. Reality is your clear light mind. That is called that's your true reality. Yourself, like a true reality of yourself, and everything that is that essence, the essence or the reality, ultimate, definitive meaning, ultimate reality is clear light mind. Yeah, clear light. That clear light, awakened nature, awakened mind, clear light mind. That is when you are right now. That clear light mind, then you cannot see that, and then you experience samsara. It appears like samsara because we're not being able to see it. And then when it's a little bit purified, and then we experience ourselves like a bodhisattva on a path and the stage. Yeah? Bodhisattva. And you have more abilities, and your external world is also different. Because yourself is different, external world is different. Imagine if you are fish, this room will be totally different, you know. Right now you're human, you come to this room is like this, but if you're fish, then this room will be very different. Cannot breathe here. You see. I wonder how fish would see in this room, but I think if you are insect or animal or any kind of other human being, even human beings, different people experience is different. You know, even this room, even the one person, right? Anyway, what I'm saying is maybe we should not go through this elaborate this kind of thing here too much busy. We have to go through the book. But what I'm saying is ultimate. So the Buddha nature, when not purified, then we experience samsara. Then our Buddha nature means don't think too far. Your own nature, your nature. If Jackson, then Jackson right now, if Jackson's nature, true reality, ultimate nature, is always there. That is ultimate reality. But that is obscured, not being able to experience or directly how to sing or directly how to being itself. But it's obscured by klesha and obscurations. Then that there's a projection of something appears, experience is samsara and the suffering, samsara. Then when the Jackson's true reality, nature is a little bit purified, the obscurations are purified, then Jackson himself experiences a bodhisattva level, kind of, he has a greater wisdom, and he has a greater sonam, he has a greater compassion, he has a greater abilities to see everything, and so everything is different. And that time he is bodhisattva. He has a greater ability to help so many sentient beings as well. Bodhisattva, and then his inner, that's his own true reality. Himself is changed. Of course, he see external world is also changed. Now, instead of mostly, usually Bodhisattvas seeing reality as samsara, you experience more like a pure land. External environment has become also pure, more pure. Then when you achieve totally purified, then yourself, Jackson's true nature, reality, and then called Dhammakaya. Dharmakaya, then it totally, the absolute peace and great kind of peaceful, have sense of blissful, and also have it's a transcend, not permanent or impermanent category of. It's not duality. It's a ultimate reality. So that is a clear letter nature of mind, Dhammakaya. That term is called Dhammakaya. And through that Dhammakaya, then Dhammakaya has this is from Dhammakaya. Then when you are before on the path, you do lots of aspirations. Your power of aspiration, power abilities, powerful awaken enlightenment ability. There's you actually learn in the 7th chapter, right? So much, and then the power of compassion, and all that power. Then these are the three, I think, power: compassion, ability, and aspiration, from Jackson. And then sentient beings, if I'm a sentient being, if my karma, all these four together, my karma and your like Dhammakaya, you become Dhammakaya, your compassion, your awakened power, and your aspiration. And then my karma comes together, then I can receive, I can see you, but I can see you, or I can maybe hear your teachings, or somehow I can connect it. That depends again on my ability, If I am a bodhisattva, then I see you are the Dhammakaya, but the Dhammakaya is nothing to see, but you, because of the power of Dhammakaya, you appear to me as a clear, wisdom body, which is in Pure Land. So I am in Bodhisattva Pure Land, and then I see you Sambhogakaya, Sambhogakaya. But if I am a sentient being, ordinary sentient being, then I see Jackson is all this Nimanakaya, like a manifestation body. in maybe on the planet Earth as a being, as an ordinary human being, like that. So that's Nimanakaya, like that. Okay, yeah, that much.
Hope it's correct.
It's okay, roughly something like that. The true. Anyway, our conversation, everything that we verbally explained doesn't mean it's a reality, right? It's just make us, allow us to some kind of imagination, right? If I explain to you what it look like about India, Bodh Gaya, then you never been there. Then I explain, then you will imagine Bodh Gaya. But when you go there, you will find, oh, that's not how I imagined, Something is different. But anyway, you roughly can imagine, right? So verbal, so this is the verbal explanation. And now, okay, let's go to the point. What we are studying is, we are studying Uttaratantra, and the main Uttaratantra of main topic, that explanation is then the later part of Buddha's teaching, yeah? Conclusion, more definitive meaning of Buddha's teachings. That Buddha definitive meaning of Buddha's teachings, what is this? Is Buddha nature, yeah? And this Buddha nature explained with 7 Vajra points. That Buddha nature is, what is that Buddha nature? Buddha nature is true reality, ultimate nature of yourself, yeah? Ultimate nature of yourself is, so here's Buddha nature. That Buddha nature explained in 7 Vajra point. 7 Vajra point, Buddha Dhamma Asanga, are the you need to obtain, you need to achieve, you need to obtain as a result. And then in order to obtain, then you need a cause. The cause is your Buddha nature. And then you need condition. Condition are the other 3. What? Enlightenment and qualities and the activities, right? But right now we are talking, we are on the 4th element, element of Buddha nature. And the element of Buddha nature that are explained in 10 points. And we studied among the 10. First, essence, cause, and fruit and function. And right now we are on function, yeah? No, function. And function, right? Yeah, function. So right now we are function. What is the function of what? Function of what? Function of Buddha nature, right? Dhamma, function of that disposition, or the function of Buddha nature, yeah? What function of Buddha nature is? We inspire to achieve nirvana. We inspire to be free from samsara, and we also we eager to have happiness, and we don't like suffering, and that is all. That is a function of because of Buddha nature. Because of Buddha nature, yeah? And then here particularly explained because of Buddha nature, also because of function of Buddha nature, and then you with mainly Buddha nature, then there are individuals who possess the so-called 4 wheels. 4 wheels, particularly if you have 4 wheels, then your Buddha nature, this disposition is ripened, more ripened, and then so it's that is 4 wheel means being able to rely, encounter, rely on sainthood, saintly. Here it says what? Saintly being. In Tibetan called Jivutamba. Jivutamba. Jivutamba means spiritual or Dharma teacher. But Dharma teacher, Jibu Tamba means Tamba is Tamba is sublime being, like extraordinary being, which means person who enjoyed, or how to say, enjoyed with wisdom and compassion. You know, person who possesses lots of wisdom and lots of compassion, then that person is a sublime person. And that kind of, if you rely on that kind of Dharma teacher, sublime, who possess wisdom and compassion, and if you are remaining in a favorable place where Dharma teachings are available, and then also other people are practicing Dharma, inspiring you, that's the second condition. And the third condition is, if you have done lots of sonam in your past lifetime, you know, sonam, the virtues, yeah, and then what, genuine, pure. Oh, then if you have done also aspiration prayers, aspiration. So all that comes together. Then with regard to the individual, sees them for then you because of those conditions, then you see you inspire to achieve nirvana. You really don't like to be stuck in samsara, and you also can think, kind of see more clear about actually there's a nirvana to achieve it. Actually this is a samsara where I'm not going to stay. But if those are the causes, these conditions are lack, then most likely you will be not able to inspire to achieve nirvana, or you will not be interested in nirvana or anything. You will just be interested to stay in samsara, or you don't even call samsara. You don't even believe anything, all these things. And then, so it's then that means your disposition is far. Here it says then you have no disposition. No disposition means there are two different kind of disposition. Naturally present disposition, and page 116, yeah, there says disposition naturally, somewhere at the end of the paragraph, since it is impossible, naturally present disposition, and then non-present disposition, two different kinds. Naturally present disposition means you have Buddha nature naturally, so that is already disposition. But if you don't have these qualities, this is just four wheels, yeah, four wheels, then you don't have the non-present dispositions. Non-present here said, they translated in Tibetan. Rik is disposition, Jenjur, Chirit, Ranshi Namda. No, in the end, this end of the paragraph, page 126, is a non-present disposition. A different kind, the particular person in this context, root text speaks of there being no disposition. Since it is impossible that the naturally present disposition is not there, this explains is rather to be understood by means of the different kinds of disposition. And it seems that by the term non-present disposition, the unawakened disposition is taught. Unawakened, yeah. Maybe unawakened is best. Unawakened disposition. So you are like for most of animals, dispositions not awakened, so they cannot practice Dharma. Yeah? Okay, now this is very good to explain. When we say precious human rebirth, right? That is these four wheels as someone has possessed these four wheels, someone's disposition, someone has this the unawakened disposition, non-present. The second kind of a disposition is ripen, yeah. So that's a precious human rebirth. Disposition means anyway. In Tibetan, it's called rik. Rik means some kind of nature, some kind of nature, essence. Yeah, we have Buddha nature, right? That's why we can achieve Buddha. So that is rik, yeah, nature, yeah, and nature or element, nature, yeah, element. But that is everybody has, even sentient beings and a hell being. What's the beneath of a hell being? You know, if there's a sentient being, has Buddha nature, same thing, disposition. That is the nature, yeah. But among us have so many different levels, right? Then like bodhisattvas, and then among the humans also some are more like have more wisdom, more compassion, more awakened mind, and better, more. Some are more ignorant, and some more, there's not understand Dharma, not interested in Dharma, and then even it can be opposite of Dharma, everything is same human, right? So different kind of quality we have, because Buddha nature is more hidden to them. So that kind of their Buddha nature is there, but obscuration is thicker, and some of obscuration is a little bit thinner. Then so that level, then there's another level of disposition. Anyway, disposition here in I wish you all speaking Tibetan. There's much more. That's all I can do right now. Yeah, the point is you have been able to meet many of those great Dharma spiritual teachers that they possess possess compassion and wisdom. There are many around in Indonesia, in Medan also you encounter many of them. And then a place where you see many people practicing Dharma, and then you also the environment where Dharma is available, and then obviously you encounter Dharma, and especially Uttaratantra teaching. Then obviously you have virtues sonam in your previous lifetime, and obviously you made aspirations. That's why you encountered. Many people cannot encounter. Even there, yeah, so it's very rare and precious. And all that is obviously you have, that means your Buddha nature is a little bit start cleaning, you purified, a little bit purified. So that's what it means, next kind of a disposition. Buddha nature is start a little bit purified. Next is so on page 126, endowment. Endowment is endowment. Next is endowment. Join the example. Qualities of the cause. Endowment. Endowment means possessing, having, right? Having something is called endowment. So Buddha nature has endowed, or Buddha nature has aspect of cause and aspect of fruit, cause and fruit. This is the endowment. Buddha nature has aspect of cause aspect and fruit aspect, yeah. And that is which is explained in a verse. Like the great sea, it holds qualities immeasurable, precious and inexhaustible. That two line explains the aspect of cause. Its essence holds indivisible properties. Thus, the elements is similar to a lamp. That two line explains explain fruit, fruit aspect. Yeah. So in your Buddha nature has has qualities of a cause. Cause is you remember before I explained the four types of cause is the devotion, wisdom, samadhi. Devotion, samadhi, wisdom, samadhi, and the compassion, right? Yeah, those are the cause aspect. This like your Buddha nature is like this like ocean. Yeah, ocean is huge, right? Ocean is a huge container of water, and also at the same time container of so many jewels. You know, there's gold, and especially in all this, there's so many kind of precious things comes out from ocean. Yeah, so it's water and the jewels, precious things. Similar in your Buddha nature is a container, holds as devotion to Bodhisattva's way, and those and so on. This samadhi and the wisdom and the compassion, all that is like a treasure is possessed there. And then second is fruit. Fruit is also Buddha nature has a fruit aspect. Is because of Buddha nature, then you have fruit is 5 kind of clear voice. 5, yeah. First, and then plus discriminating wisdom, yeah, some kind of wisdom, and then also some kind of abandonment. Abandonment is like means purification. All that possessed, that is fruit aspect. And if you don't understand this here clear, then don't worry, next stanza explains it more in detail. Forgot to say that the analogy is like a light butter lamp, yeah. Butter lamp, like a light candle, yeah. Butter lamp or candle. Candle light, that candle light has at the same time when the light is existed, at the same time there's light, illuminating heart and color, all that at the same time existed. So color. Next verse actually explains. Anyway, here all I'm saying is I should say is only stanza saying your Buddha nature, the cause aspect is the analogy is like ocean. Ocean contains all the treasure, and then your Buddha nature, the result aspect is like light. Yeah, light has its knowledge, all these good qualities or whatever this nature. At the same time, when light is existed, and then what it means, more the following stanzas separately explained. Okay, then we next stanza explains the endowment in terms of cause. Yeah, unifying the element of the Dhammakaya, victor's wisdom. Victor means Buddha. In Tibetan, sometimes called Jarwa, means Buddha. Victor's wisdom and the great compassion. It is shown as being similar to the sea, by the vessel, the gems and water. Yeah, so I explained that more in detail, right? I think you can understand, right? Yeah. Or maybe you can just translate, Erika, if you can translate, continue this. The commentary is just short, one paragraph, maybe easier just you translate. On page 127, top. Okay, then result, terms of the result, next verse explains the term of the result is the same like light. The candle light has, when the light is, at the same time light is existed, it has its nature, the luminous, right? Luminosity, the light and heat and color. Similar like that, your Buddha nature at the same time, it has a fruit aspect of those clear voice and wisdom. That is wisdom, yeah, discriminating wisdom. Yishe, here's talking about Yishe, yeah. And wisdom, and then purified. Purification aspect. Abandonment means purification. Purified. These three aspects it has. These are the terms of fruit. This may be the reason when it's shamatha, very well-trained kind of shamatha meditation results, you gain a clear voice. So clear voice is in actually within our Buddha nature. There already it's nature, Buddha nature, but because of our mind distracted mind cannot experience or cannot have this function, these abilities. But then when you trained in the shamatha, deep kind of a well-trained shamatha, then result, then you can have a clear voice. Maybe that's my I came up with just a thought in my mind. Anyway, that's not what it said in a commentary, but this is something just came up in my mind. Okay, now we are so. That's finished now.
No manifestation.
Endowment in terms of fruit. Oh, that's finished. Yeah. So now manifestation. Manifestation means your Buddha nature manifest in a different way, different forms. When Buddha nature is not purified, then it manifests into a sentient being. Yeah, sentient being. Right now our Buddha nature is not purified, we manifest in a sentient being, right? When our Buddha nature is partly purified, partly, not completely purified, partly not purified, then we manifest as Bodhisattva. Then when Buddha nature is completely purified, then we manifest Dhammakaya. That's what here talking about, yeah? Based upon the manifestation of the suchness dividing into that of ordinary beings, that of the noble one. Noble one is Bodhisattva, yeah? And that of a perfect Buddha, yeah, one who achieved Dhammakaya is Buddha, yeah? He who sees the deadness has explained the nature of the victor to beings. Yeah, so our nature, Buddha nature, when we are as an ordinary being, then see as next verse here, the element as where we? No, where we are? 27, finish, 27.
Then 128.
128, yeah, next. It manifests as perverted view. Ordinary beings' perverted view means opposite. We see in Buddha nature is the opposite. almost like we see what is the opposite of seeing fire. Fire is cold, right? Water is hot. Ice is hot. Fire is cold. Day is night. Night is day, and that's opposite, right? So we see Buddha nature is samsara, Dhammakaya is samsara. So the opposite, reversed, And here is we as a permanent and so on, permanent, self-permanent, and so on. We are deluded, and so we opposite. And then the Aryas, Bodhisattvas, see a little bit more clear. They are opposite. They actually kind of they see quite clear, but not completely can see directly. They have still some of this, I say, habitual tendencies or some kind of obscuration still have. And then Buddha, Tathagata, is the one who sees Buddha nature, Dhammakaya, complete and clear. Next verse explains in detail that one, yeah? It manifests in the reverse, and it manifests as it is in an unperverted way, and as freedom from elaboration in Tathagata. Okay. In commentary also mentioned that following, how many left? This is the 6th, right? Following 4 more. 4 more, right? 8 points, and we got on the 6th point. 4 more following points are also kind of like it says another. We will be explained below in yet another manner by means of the 4 aspects. Yeah, another points also kind of explaining actually this manifestation. Yeah, more detailed explanation. But anyway, next is the faces. Okay, faces. The way a name is attached to 3 faces. The unpurified, both unpurified and purified, and the utterly purified faces are expressed in their given order by names being, Bodhisattva, and Tathagata. What means beings is unpurified Buddha nature, is beings, sentient beings, yeah, and purified, unpurified and purified. That is Bodhisattva. Utterly purified, then we call Tathagata. Okay, clear, right? Tathagata means Buddha. Yeah? Okay, and then the next page 129 is the that next verse is saying these 3 purified, unpurified and purified, and utterly purified. These 3. This face this is that which Buddha nature is explained. That also earlier points as essence, cause, result, function, and so on. That explained same kind of in a detailed manner. Explained these 3 faces. Yeah. So, do you feel your Buddha nature is on? What is this? Which face? Which face is?
Totally
unpurified, unpurified and purified, or utterly purified?
Totally not purified. Rinpoche bertanya, kita merasa sifat dasar kebudayaan kita di tahap yang mana? Belum terpurifikasi, setengah terpurifikasi, atau sudah benar-benar seutuhnya terpurifikasi?
Or you feel like you don't have Buddha nature?
Atau merasa tidak memiliki sifat dasar kebudayaan?
Ada ya, ada. But unpurified. Among unpurified also too, right? disposition. One is nature disposition, and one is present, non-present disposition, and one is present. So, something anyway. One is a little bit start to purify. Start awakening. Start not purified, but like ripening or awakening. So something starting. So that is among that. So which one you feel? You feel a little bit start purifying, a little bit start awakening ya.
Jadi Rinpoche bertanya tadi, jawablah. Nggak ada yang jawab. Sudah muncul lah. Sudah Rinpoche, sudah muncul, sudah matang, mau matang. Kok sebenarnya saja? Belum bersih. Belum bersih.
When you two pieces of wood you rub. First is become heat, right? Some heat, and then later you rub a lot, then become fire. Yeah. So, but our maybe some kind of like a sign of wisdom, yeshe coming, little bit of heat. Wisdom is yeshe is like a fire, right? But before the real fire comes, there's some kind of omen, heat, omen, yeah, omen or what's sign, heat come, right? So maybe we have a little bit of sun, yeshe maybe can manifest if we practice Dharma meditation properly, then yeshe can manifest. Maybe some kind of heat is coming, especially when you understand the Uttaratantra teachings and then you meditate. When you meditate, just really simple. You open your mind and you, with awareness is very important. You maintain your awareness and be authentic. Authentic means unfabricated, not fabricate. Then just aware of your mind and just unfabricated. You sit there, and then a result, it has to come by its natural. If you look for result, then you messing up with Buddha nature again. Result has to come up by wisdom, has to come up by itself. So all you have to do is aware and authentic, not fabricate, not imagining, not rejecting, not creating, not blocking. Just simply see it and like that. Then maybe sometime you see, oh, there's something that is indescribable, something that actually is so close, so vivid, and why you normally I don't experience like this. Something that you experience, but this never go away, never go away. Some kind of level, very confident understanding, deep understanding. Then I think this is a kind of amen, This I wouldn't say that is truly the yeshe wisdom, the bodhisattva level, but some kind of, I think that we all can experience quite close like that. Then we more be diligent with accumulate more sunam, and then more meditate, and then that more becomes more clear and clear. And then once we understood true nature of our mind directly, we see, then that's how we become free from samsara. Truly understood the nature of mind, then all the karma is like a fall down. Karma cannot hold anything. Or almost like this is something here like this, yeah, and this is what a magnet, right? Magnet stone here, right? Magnet, what do you call it?
Magnet.
Huh?
Magnet.
Magnet? Oh, yeah, magnet. Not magret, yeah. You learn German in there, no, you say. No, then I put some things here, right? Yeah. This metal. Then everything is, so many metal is stick here. Yeah. Here, yeah. Then when I remove this magnet, this piece. And all the metals cannot hold, will fall in part, fall in part, yeah. Similar, here is our ego, there's a grasping self, yeah, is here. And then all karma, everything is klesha, everything is holding here. So, doesn't matter how much you remove, it's stick here, magnet is here, It's very difficult, almost impossible to remove all this klesha. But once you understood your true reality nature, Buddha nature, then this whole the ego or this confused version of that, what is self-grasping part is, that what is removed, then karma, klesha, everything's false part, and they have no container to hold on, So then no karma and klesha, then samsara has not existed. Samsara is only created by projection of karma and klesha. Then there's no samsara. No samsara means no suffering here. And then whatever you have vision doesn't mean nothing, but whatever you have vision, then is the pure vision. That would be Sukhavati or whatever, Buddha's field or another vision. Okay, so yeah, we are talking about the Dhammakaya and Buddha nature and all that. And then how to achieve Dhammakaya is quite simple here. Sonam and Ishe. Yeah, and how to achieve Sonam is one of them. Generally like Mahayana teachings, 6 parameters and so on. But even that is, let's say, is one, the most of the important one is in, how to say, Sonam is including practice of compassion by then practicing compassion and then express our compassion towards through body, mind, and speech, right? And then in everyday life, and doing good things by body, mind, speech through compassion, then you create sonam, sonam. And then yeshe is through meditation. Especially here is kind of like 6 dhammas of Delopa or Mahamudra way of meditation. Simply right now I said even that is in short is kind of an open mind awareness with unfabricated, authentic mind. Sitting meditation like that is combined shamatha and vipassana together. Then creates accumulate yeshe. So then through the strengthening or accumulating sonam and yeshe, then we gradually we become unpurified, from unpurified to unpurified and purified, and then utterly purified. After utterly purified, then after that nothing to do. Then become non-meditation. Not nothing to do, but they don't have to do anything. Then become spontaneous activities. Tine is Jackson's name. If you wanted to know what is the meaning of Jackson's name, Tine, then you have to study last chapter of the Uttaratantra. Tine activity, right? Activity is the last chapter, right? Okay, the 6 is short, only 2 stanzas. I think we just quickly explain that one. Pervasive is all pervasive, right? All pervasive. Just this space. Just the space reach to the all, everywhere. All the forms and all forms without space cannot being existed, right? Space is reached to the all, everything. Similar like that, our clear light mind, clear light nature of mind, that reach to everywhere, to sentient beings, to bodhisattvas and to Tathagata and Buddha. So reached equally everywhere. That is what it means, all pervasive. First stanza and then First stanza explains about that pervasive, all pervasive nature, the essence of that, and then second stanza explains in detail, which is having false that the advantageous. What is this? Second stanza. Just the space. Okay, then as the general feature of everything, it embraces those with faults, those with qualities, and those in whom with qualities are ultimate. Just the space provides everything visible, is inferior aberration. Yeah, space, there's like three containers. One is from glass, one is from iron, and one is from gold. And then space, space in there's a three container is actually doesn't has you don't have a gold space and glass space. It's just a space, same thing. Is there different glass inside of let's say inside of like a mud container, mud container, and then you can make another container is a gold container. So inside there's a space, right? Inside of the container. Is there a different space? Is different. Is this inside the gold container has more like a goldy kind of a space? Yeah, same, right? So similar like that. This Buddha nature, the clear letter nature of mind, with Tathagata Dhammakaya, or with some Bodhisattva level, or with sentient beings is a true nature that is all pervasive, that is also inseparable. The quality is the same. So I think the second stanza explains something like that. Yeah. Okay, then today this much, and next time, tomorrow libur again. So many holidays. Even that much holiday is not enough. So many, almost every day is holiday. Yeah. Then next time we will learn chapter 7, and the point 7 would be very interesting. And then, yeah, this verse is this is a famous quote. I think it comes. You can sometimes you encounter in many different like commentaries sometimes quoted. The unpurified, both purified and unpurified, and the utterly purified faces are expressed in their giving orders by the names of being Bodhisattva and Tathagata.
I lost. What? I was focusing on this. I didn't listen. Sorry.
Never mind. I'm just no need to explain. It's okay. No time also. Oh, I'm just saying this verse, page 128, that faces the unpurified, both unpurified and purified. Mata tabata shindi nada koreji sanji janju senbata. Yeah, even like in my mind is all. Maybe I have seen a lot, so memorized all. That's all I'm saying. Okay, one question.
Satu pertanyaan, siapa yang punya?
Who liked that? I know you have lots of questions, but you hesitate to ask.
Jadi Rinpoche mengatakan beliau tahu kita punya banyak pertanyaan, tapi mungkin ragu untuk bertanya.
Keep the question until Buddha nature is written.
Simpan pertanyaan itu sampai sifat dasar kebudaannya matang.
Ya, oke, kamu tujuan.
Hah?
Oke, kamu tujuan.
Oh. Silakan.
Just one, not many.
Hanya satu ya, tidak banyak.
Tanya Rinpoche kan bilang suruh kita untuk bermeditasi tentang yang udah kita pelajari. Jadi cara bermeditasinya apakah boleh sambil buka rekamannya kita dengar atau bagaimana ya? Lebih bagusnya gitu loh supaya lebih dapat kita paham.
Oh.
I hope you are not asking what is Buddha nature.
No way.
I have to go through. Oh, okay, 7 Vajrapa.
So Rinpoche mentioned that we have to meditate what we have learned, and then how to meditate with what we learned, like through like listening to the recording and meditate at the same time, or how? What is the best way?
Oh, that is depends on how much you understand and how much you. Traditionally, you need a teacher to introduce your how to meditate. Nature first, where to focus, kind of introducing where to focus internally your mind, kind of introduction of your nature of mind. Yeah, that mind is introduced. Now you know where to focus, what to be mindfulness of. You know, if you don't know what to be mindfulness, then mindfulness what? Huh? Mindfulness for what? Chewing on a piece of cracker. Just listening what you're chewing or something, walking and then I mean still that brings a sense of peace, and I'm not saying useless, yeah, general. But here we're talking about deeper kind of result. Then you don't know what to be mindfulness of. Then what? Mindfulness is for what? And the same like meditation is you have to have an object of meditation, where to focus, right? You don't know even where to focus, then what are you going to do? Just close eyes and then waiting for something or some kind of strange, right? So the point is, first you have to understand where to focus. There's a kind of a little bit of a nature of the mind. What is the nature or clear light mind aspect? And when you understood a little bit, and then now your focus of meditation is on that, and your being mindfulness of that, you know, that same nature of mind, and then just being aware of that nature of mind, and meditate that. If you know that, then almost like that's enough instruction. So you can practice always like that. If you don't know that, then there are many like a classic traditional also there's meditation books such as Kamapa, pointing to the Dhammakaya and the illuminating the darkness and the ocean of certainty, and so many. One just follow one of the those meditation instruction, or if you have a spiritual teacher, you can ask a spiritual teacher to advise. Or actually, the next time, when we are going to this short retreat, I put some meditation instructions put together. Not I invented. Yeah, I'm not. My Buddha nature is unpurified. I cannot invent a meditation style. I only can put together those who utterly purified one said, and then I put together this four. I can share with, because everybody is unpurified like myself, and then I can share with them what is good for them. So I put together, and the really good, unique way, it's a new way, that later we try to make a video or something, voice, guided meditation. You do like now you meditate like this, and now you meditate like that, you think like that, many levels. You just listen the instruction and then you follow. So there will be a small book, or maybe you can do that. Thank you. Okay, you really do have a karma for finish on 9:30.
Memang karma kita harus
That
selesai
is-
jam 9.30 ya.
That is a collective karma.
Itu adalah karma kolektif.
Karma collective. Okay, Alim has a karma for 9:30 coming here.
Karma Ko Alim datang jam 9.30 ke kelas ini.
Are you come to check if everybody has Buddha nature or no?
Apakah Ko Alim datang untuk ngecek ya, apakah semua orang punya sifat dasar kebudaan? Just kidding. Alim also heard about Buddha nature, and then next lifetime will be commentator of the Uttaratantra. Jadi Ko Alim juga sudah mendengar tentang sifat dasar kebudaan, jadi nanti bisa menjadi komentator untuk Uttaratantra.
Just kidding. Don't look at Alim. Alim already embarrassed now.
Jadi jangan lihat ke Ko Alim ya, dia sudah malu sekarang.
Okay, now better stop. If I say more, then become worse.
Jadi sebaiknya berhenti ya, kalau nanti ngomong lagi jauh lebih buruk nanti.
Thank you very much.